All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with our week 2 presentation. So I'm going to jump right into it. Okay, this is our week 2 of our onboarding session. A reminder, there are a total of 8 weeks. And the purpose of these is so that I can start to kind of arm you with different resources and tips and tricks, not only for the industry, but also to be a successful injector here at MFL. This week, we're going to go over the frontalis review and we're going to talk about the toxin expiration rules. I'm also going to go over how you offload product and how you open and store open product. Then for our AR review, I'm going to go over how you apply promotions and how you take wallet credits. And then we have our marketing homework for the week. Okay, so let's go into our frontalis review. So the frontalis is normally a depressor muscle group. So what that means, is normally an elevator muscle group. So what that means is it is normally responsible for lifting up your eyebrows. However, when you put neurotoxin into it, it will force it to do the exact opposite, becoming a strong depressor muscle group. That's why it's really important if you are going to be treating somebody's glabella complex that you also if you're going to be treating someone's frontalis, then you also treat their glabella complex. Otherwise, the patient will feel very, very heavy. If someone does have a smaller forehead or they are concerned about having a brow drop, you may not want to treat their forehead, or you might want to leave part of the forehead unopposed. That way they can still get a nice, good lift with it. Now, when you look at the different ways that you can treat a patient's forehead, you need to kind of ask yourself, do they have a large or a small forehead? And that will help determine of how many injection points you are going to be doing. So for Botox and Juvo, it is typically 2 units per injection point, or for Dysport, it's going to be 5 units per injection point. For a normal size forehead, it's going to be anywhere between, or a small forehead, it's going to be anywhere between 4 to 5 injection points. For a large forehead, you're looking at anywhere between 7 to 9 injection points. So we're going to do a quick little quiz of what you or how you would inject. So let's start with this one. And Cindy, you can just type into the chat if you think it's a large or small forehead. So for this particular patient, would you consider this a large or a small forehead?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, now it's working. All right. Would you? This is a large forehead.
It's a large forehead. This is actually a patient of mine that I've been treating for years. She did give me permission to use this photo. So
Mm-hmm.
you can see that the way that I have the injection points kind of staggered, that we're going to be hitting kind of every point of that injection of her forehead so we can give her a nice relaxed look. All right, let's look at this one. Oh, I didn't get the whole picture. Let's see if I can pull it down a little bit. There we go. Much better. Okay, large or small forehead?
Large.
Yep, large. And she also has a one little kind of little rainbow right here and a small one.
Yeah, I see
Yep.
that.
So this is actually how I inject this patient as well. So I do the standard
Okay.
7 injection points on her forehead, and then I do 2 right above her rainbows. Then I usually hit that with 2.5 fluid units, which would be the equivalent of 2.5 units of Dysport or 1 unit of Botox. What about this patient?
This one's a smaller forehead.
Exactly. And you can see she also has one little kind of tiny rainbow right here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a little bit more of a custom one. So you can see I have that little rainbow right there. What about this patient?
Small forehead.
Small forehead. Yep. And this is her injection
Mm-hmm.
technique that I use for her. So I do that first layer of 4, making sure that you stay at least 2 centimeters above that eyebrow. And then I do one right at the top. Very good. Do you have any questions about how to treat a frontalis?
So I noticed your first row of injection is usually halfway of the forehead, correct?
In general, yes. You want to stay around 2 finger breadths or 2 centimeters.
Okay.
eyebrow, and that will help prevent a brow drop. If the
Okay.
patient like already pretty naturally hooded, I'll do one of two things. Either I will not treat this injection point that is kind of right above the eyebrow, so I'll leave that portion unopposed. That way the patient can get as much lift as possible. Now be aware, if they're not hooded, it's going to spock them. Or my other kind of go-to thing is I will actually just go ahead and throw in a brow lift when I'm doing their
Hmm.
forehead treatment to prevent them from getting heavy.
And if their sides aren't too wrinkled, let's say, and most of their wrinkles are in the center, could you do less than 5 units on the
Absolutely.
side?
Absolutely. Yep. And that's kind of where the
Okay.
customization comes. And yeah, you'll learn that kind of as you progress through your injecting career. The way that we treat or teach in training is just kind of a standard way. So everyone kind of has a standard of, okay, where do I even start? And then as they inject, they can start to kind of learn their own tips and tricks throughout their.
That's good.
All right, moving on. Okay, so let's talk about the toxin rules. So, for labeling toxin, whenever you get your neurotoxin, it's going to come looking just like this. So this will obviously not be filled out, but you will, if you get a brand new bottle, you'll type your name, you'll write your name in there, the date that you reconstitute it, and how much you reconstitute it with. That's going to be important because as we share a neurotoxin among providers, everyone needs to know exactly not only how many units are left in the bottle, but also what the reconstitution was, especially if injectors use different reconstitutions. As an injector, you have the ability to do the standard FDA. You can also do the 1-to-1 ratio. So this is Dysport, and this would be kind of more that hyper concentrated ratio that they're using. On the units used, this becomes very easy for you to track your own traceability as well, because you can kind of subtract how much you use for each patient. So if I did 50 units on one patient, I would say minus 50. So that way I know exactly how much is left in that bottle. So it makes it super easy. For expiration, our current expiration is the date that you reconstitute the bottle. The bottle is good for 60 days. We've done several kind of internal studies about this. And when you look at different med spas across the country, everyone kind of has different expiration rules. If you actually look on the back of the Botox bottle or any of the toxin bottles, actually, it will say you have to use the entire bottle within 24 hours. And that's really not the standard of what med spas do. I think the only people that do that are neurology offices, and that's because the patient buys the insurance buys the entire bottle for the patient. So those are the only ones who kind of adhere to that. Everyone else, it's anywhere between 2 weeks, and I've heard as high as 6 months. So we have settled on 2 months. So it is 60 days. And then obviously it must be refrigerated before and after reconstitution. Okay, how do you order product? So the link to order product, it is in Bamboo. It is also on the Facebook page. It's both on your onboarding page and on the All MFL page. If you just want to search in the page order form, like hashtag order form, it will immediately pop up because we've kind of tagged that link for you. You can also save it on your phone just for easy access. Okay, so we're going to go over promotions. So whenever we have an internal promotion, it's really simple for you to go ahead and apply this. It's going to be in the promotions tab, or if the patient has money in their wallet, I'm going to walk you through how you do that as well. So we have this patient that has been treated. And as soon as you click check out, you can see this particular patient received a Dysport. So you can see that Aesthetic Record is automatically trying to validate those Aspire products to give the patient credit and to see if they have any type of reward within Aspire. This particular patient has already used all of their rewards, so nothing is able to be used at this time, but it will automatically apply this product towards any additional procedures in the future. So once you get to this page, you can simply take your finger and kind of pull that tab down, and you're going to click on that promotions tab that's in the center right there. So once you click on promotions, it's going to show you all of the different promotions that are currently going on within MFL that are internal. So during this particular time when I did this, we had like a buy one, get one free for filler. You can see all the different filler promotions we've had. There is a failed toxin on there. So if this does happen and you have a patient who is like no response at all, please reach out to admin, and we do replace the product for the patient. And so you do need admin approval for that though. If you are going to be doing a friends or family discount in here, if we have any other promo, you simply click on the promo and you can see at the bottom where it says $320. Once I click on it, it brings that product down to $253. So that is actually how you are going to be applying all the promotions. So now I'm going to show you how to add money to the patient's virtual wallet. The reason why you would do this is for a couple of things. Let's say the patient wants to tip you and they're not taking no for an answer. It is illegal for medical personnel to accept tips. A lot of providers do not know that, but according to our state board, you are not allowed to accept tips. So if a patient does do that and they are insistent on it, then you can obviously take that money and you can put it into their internal wallet, and that way they can use it in the future. Or if a patient uses Evolus or Ally, and we need to go ahead and apply this money on the back end. Evolus is normally pretty integrated within aesthetic record, but kind of like I had said last week, sometimes it's delayed with those magic phrases. And so on this next page, I'm going to show you exactly how you kind of do it the backdoor way. But this is how you add the money. You're going to click on those three dots in the upper right-hand corner, and you will simply click on Wallet. Once you click on Wallet, it's going to pull up all the different areas that you can add money to, and this is kind of virtual money. I always tell all my injectors to go ahead and put everything under dollar credit, even if it's an Ally thing, because it makes it significantly easier for you to apply that credit. So if a patient has a $100 gift certificate from Ally, you can go ahead and you apply it to that dollar credit and do -100, and then that way we can capture it on the back end through Bernard. Same thing for Evolus as well. So I'm going to show you what you do. You simply take your finger. You're going to take your finger and you're going to slide it over, and then you're going to simply add it that way. What I'm doing right here is I'm showing you how to do the other back way for Evolus if the internal method is not working with an aesthetic record. So you're going to go to, it's the My Evolus website. Uh-oh, wrong way. There we go. So I'm going to say, take me to the web app, and it's myevolus.evolus.com. And then the email is going to be myfaceladyrewards@gmail.com. And the password is myfacelady1. All of that will be within aesthetic record, or I'm sorry, all of that will be on the Facebook page for you. It will then pull up this page, and it's very simple to do. Oopsies. You will go ahead and you will add the patient's phone number. Oh, let me see if anyone else is in the waiting room. No one else is in the waiting room. Sorry, Priscilla, I didn't see you in the waiting room. Okay, so I go ahead and I log into Evolus, and it's myevolusrewards.com. Again, the username is myfacelady rewards, and then the password is going to be myfacelady1! Once you log in, it's very simple. You go ahead and you type in the patient's phone number. I type, what I'm showing you here is I'm going to type in my phone number, and it's going to show you what it looks like if a reward is not there. So when I click on it, it says that reward is not valid yet. Okay, that just means that this particular award doesn't come available until the 7th. January 7th, which is great. So January 7th, if I wanted to go get some Evolus or some Juvo, I could, and I would get $40 off. Now, the next one I'm going to show you where the patient, the reward has expired, and I'm going to show you how you can push it through to the patient. So I'm going to type in the next phone number. And this particular one says that the reward is expired, and I can send a new reward to the patient. That way the patient can use it. Once the patient uses it, it will say use a magic code, and everything will be done from your cell phone. If it does the $40 off, that's when you'd go through the back way and add it to the wallet like I had just shown you. Again, this is only if the internal way through aesthetic record is not working. Ally is always going to be the same. You're going to go ahead and you're going to do the patient just like normal. Bernard will be logging all of the points on the back end through the Ally program. And we actually just got an email that came through, and I got a text message from a rep a couple of days ago that they are reverting back to the old Ally program, which is excellent. So the patient will be getting $20 off every single time that they get a treatment after the first treatment. So, which is excellent. All of that will be logged by Bernard on the back end. If the patient does have any other reward, please just make sure you put that coupon code in the patient's wallet. That way they can see what it is so they can capture it. All right. Any questions of any of the things that I have gone over so far? Perfect. Okay, let's talk about our marketing homework for this week. This week, you're going to do 10 reach outs. So you do have your frank list. And the purpose of that exercise is really so you can get used to kind of seeing who your warm market is and then understanding once I've tapped out of my warm market, I can then start going into my cold market. But this week, you're still going to stay within your warm market. You're going to continue to add people to your frank list. And I want you to reach out to 10 more people just to let them know, hey, what I'm doing and to see if they do need any treatments to please keep you in mind in the future. You're also going to be posting a before and after of neurotoxin of a forehead patient. I went ahead and I do have that graphic for you, so I will post it on the Facebook page. And then the very last thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to do a one education post about the benefits of neurotoxin. And this is something that you are going to be doing yourself. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to teach you the different types of things that you need to post on social media. So you're going to do some before and after pictures. You're going to do some education posts. You're going to do some funny things kind of in the future. So really, I'm just kind of getting you used to the different types of things that you're going to be posting and how frequently you should be posting as well. This is also a great time that I start to tell you that I want you to start following additional injectors on social media. Obviously, you can follow all the people that are on MFL. I would recommend that you go onto the all MFL injector page and ask people to follow you. Say, hey, this is my Instagram handle. Let me know yours and I'll follow you back, because that's how you get additional kind of hits, and the algorithm will push you up if you have more and more followers. So please feel free to do that. You have 180 different injectors that want to help support you as well. But these two specific accounts I want you to follow, they are great education accounts. You have the AAFE and then also Injector Bunny. AAFE, they do some really kind of basic neurotoxin training, while Injector Bunny does some more advanced things. But I want you to try to be a sponge and try to learn as much as you can from as many different people as you can, because that's what's going to make you the best injector, is try to learn from everyone and then determine what type of injecting practices that you want to do within your injecting within your craft. So that is the homework for this week. Do either of y'all have any questions for me? Priscilla, were you able to get in? I did see something on the December onboarding group that you didn't have any services. Was Brian able to help you? He said that you had messaged him.
Yes, he was able to help me. I was able to get in.
Wonderful. Do you have any issues with aesthetic record yet? I know that your launch
No.
should be coming up. I think that's what Ashley had told me.
Yes.
And that is Kristen, your onboarding specialist?
Yes.
Excellent. You're going to absolutely love her. She is phenomenal.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. And if you have any questions, you have my cell phone number. Please feel free to call or text me anytime.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. And Cindy, when is your launch party? Was it today? Was yours today?
No, it's the 11th, next Saturday. Yeah.
Well, good luck. I'm very excited for you.
Me too. I'm nervous, but
No,
I'm excited.
you're going to do good. Great.
There is a question I have. It's actually about reconstitution. So I just want to clarify. So for Botox and Jeuveau, it's 2.5 milliliters of saline.
Factor
And
saline. Yes.
Okay, yes. And then Dysport is 3, correct?
Correct. Yeah. Dysport is
Okay.
3. And that's what we do within MFL. The FDA says Dysport is 2.5 and 1.5. But in the med spa world, you're going to hear anywhere between 1.5 and 3. At MFL, we've kind of settled on 3. If you do want to use those other reconstitutions, that's totally fine. Just please make sure you note it on the bottle. So if another injector gets it, they know what's in the bottle.
Okay, that sounds good. And then one more question is the promotions. So earlier you showed us the promotions page on Aesthetics Record. So anytime I go in and I see a promotion, I could just tap on it and use it for the patient, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Now, if there is a yes, that is true. Now, for whatever reason, if it's still on there, all of the ones should be have cleaned up by now. But if for whatever reason
Mm-hmm.
it still is on there, let's say a promotion ended July 1st, and
Mm-hmm.
it's July 2nd, and you do click on it, it will still be honored because it has not been taken off. So please just know that you will be safe
Okay, so I can still use it then. Yeah.
until it's taken off.
Okay. All right. Thank
That
you.
kind of puts a fire underneath our IT people to take it off.
Thank you.
All right, ladies. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I will see everyone here next week. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.